Hey guys, Decaf13 here, welcome back to some more FGO. So yeah, like I said, I went through the other couple of bars off screen, did a little bit of grinding for the missions, and now here we are at the final fight we have to do. And the reason I'm recording from here is because immediately after this fight finishes, we're going to be at the next story, so I figured I might as well record the last fight and do that. Yeah, just make these fights as easy as I can. Very thankful for a low difficulty event so I can just steamroll through it. It's nice. Perfect. Yeah, Buster James. Alright. That was so much fun. Huh? What, you're looking for someone? If it's something that simple, you should have told me from the start. I'm pretty sure we did. I did! She has black hair, she's a little taller than me, and she's a magical girl like me. Wait a moment, if we're talking about Miu's appearance, I shall project a number of curated photos and videos from your prized collection, Ilya. Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. That can't be good, so stop. Magical girl? Your friend is a magical girl? I see. Then I don't know anything about her. I think you should just give up. Too bad. What's that supposed to mean? You know what this world is? A merry party hall where magical girls gather. When they get tired of playing, they disappear, one after the other. That's the rule. There's no getting around it. So there are magical girls other than Queen Mabe. As far as I know. And magical girls who did their best to make their own playground. My Land of Sweets is one of them. Let me see, what else is there? There's the Land of Dragons and Sea, the Land of Dead Bookshelves. What else? Oh, the Land of Snow and Honey. Those are the kingdoms I've heard of, but I don't know what kind of magical girls live there. Oh, and also... Also? Nothing, never mind. Ah, here, take this. This is to thank you for playing with me and my black sheep. I had fun. A jewel? It's a diamond! A big, beautiful diamond! We got an important item. I feel a sense of affinity. I can't accept this, it's too valuable. I'm sure Rin would be pleased, but giving it to me... It's fine. I'm a magical girl, remember? And that is my special twinkling star. That jewel may help you find your friend. John, what should we do? Thank her sincerely and accept it. Okay. Maybe it would be rude not to. Yep, it would be rude. I'm a queen, so I have no regrets. You did it, Ilya. Let's keep going like this and gather more jewels. Ruby, have you lost sight of our goal? We don't even know how this jewel will come in handy yet. By the way, Mesh, have you noticed? Yes, are you talking about that last battle? My attack on Nursery Rhyme actually had an effect on her, albeit not completely. Perhaps she and Queen Mabe possess different traits, even though they're both magical girls? Or perhaps I myself have changed in some way. I can't detect any significant changes in Mash's status from here. That's not true. Mash's MG power is skyrocketing. MG power? Magical systems in other worlds sure are original. Talking mystic codes alone are unusual. But that personality is so unique that it goes beyond rare into the realm of junk. My apologies for all the trouble. Please ignore 90% of whatever Ruby says. Ah, the jewel! This light, it's so bright! Nursery Rhyme's jewel is clearly pointing us in a fixed direction. The direction is... Going by topography inside the reality marble that we've already identified, it's toward a group of islands situated in an ocean. I'm guessing this is the land of dragons and sea that Nursery Rhyme mentioned? The land of dragons and sea. Alright, let's check it out. So we're not going to the land of snow and honey where Queen Maeve is? When in magical lands do as the mages do, is it? I see. That might be the case here. I'll follow your instincts, Master. Yes, I think that's a good idea. We don't know enough about this world. At this rate, we could end up going in circles. Or even worse, fall prey to a terrible trap. But if the decision's been made, then come on, Mash, John, let's hurry. Oh, that actually gives us Saint Quartz. I wasn't looking at the reward and just assumed it would be another fucking, another, Ruby CE. But we got a summon ticket for being the magical girls, right? Yep. Alright, so that's... What is this one over here? I thought I did all of those already. Oh well. Alright, Land of Dragons and C1. Miu. Answer me, Miu. Miu Edelfelt. You still refuse to be mine. Don't touch me. Undo these restraints. That magical energy of yours flowing through that voile de duel is simply wonderful. But it's not just about the magical energy. Your very existence is functioning as a superb vessel. Just a little more and it will reach the outside world. Just one more step and I'll be able to fulfill my dream. I refuse to negotiate with someone who won't show her face. I'm the First Lady. That's what they call me. As long as all of you are magical girls, you can't resist me. Yeah, there's the young girls kissing again. Man, Fed Calite liner is fucking weird. I really don't want to read this. I'll just let this play, and if you want to read it, go ahead. I get the feeling I'm gonna do that for a lot of those seeds with the First Lady and Miu. Seems about right. Shit. Alright, oh, this one's all Lancers. That should be alright. Wow, it's the ocean! I can see a dolphin swimming over there too! I still can't believe that this is someone's imaginary world. Me neither. The scale of it is as large as a Holy Grail phenomenon. Speaking of which, we were lucky that Ruby was equipped with a navigation mode. You truly are all-purpose. Sailing wouldn't have been possible had we been on our own. I'm surprised to see Ruby is actually helpful. Aw, you're praising me too much. Embarrassed. Hey, I'm always helpful. I have up to 24 secret functions. I can pretty much do anything, you know. Since we're taking a refreshing voyage, why don't we eat? It's a good idea. Oh, are those bento boxes from Chaldea? Can we each choose our own? I can hardly decide. Ilya, which one would you like? Yay, I'm actually starving. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Mapo tofu. It's hot. Is this freshly made? What? Senpai, did you cook this yourself? A chef in a red overcoat taught you how? With ingredients that the doctor provided? When did you... This mapo tofu is amazing! I can actually eat it! It's not a dangerous-looking color. It's a little bit spicy, yet slightly sweet. Aw, I never imagined such safe mapo tofu existed in this world. Yeah, kotomine. Is that supposed to be your review of the dish? It's so tasty it's comforting, but I'm not sure if it's good enough to make you cry. Take your time, Ilya. Mappo will never attack you. I think. I think a certain priest would like to say otherwise, Mash. No. This is so good. Are you still eating? No need to stop, but just listen. There are some things I need to confirm with Ilya. You mentioned that you magical girls faced some trouble when you tried to move to the mirror world. How do you return to the real world you originally came from? Do you have any idea? I wasn't thinking about it at all. Wow, I'm amazed. That might be the secret to the power of magical girls. So going back is difficult after all. Ruby, what's your view on this? Yes? Let me see. Neither Ilya nor Miyu can use spells that advanced. To be more exact, even if they somehow cast a spell, they wouldn't have the skill and knowledge to precisely select a location to return to. I need them to figure it out themselves. After all, I'm just a stick. Actually, I have no problem with the way it is now, you know? No, it's a big problem. You're not being useful at all, Ruby. But you're right. I was too busy thinking about Miyu. I was forgetting about many things. I understand. You have your family and friends in the original world, Ilya. Yes. Rin and Luvia, Sela, Lacerit, my big brother, everyone at school. They might be worried about me. What's wrong? You look very pale. Like the pale blue sea. Smug. Oh my gosh, I forgot something very important. Chloe! I left Chloe behind in the real world. Well, that may be true, but I have a feeling that Chloe is doing okay without you. Knowing Chloe, instead of worrying about you, she's probably happy to keep Shiro all to herself. She'd be all, woohoo! That tan little devil's probably turning on her devilish charm and gloating right now. You should be worried about other things. Like that. Remember that? Huh? What is it? Can you please explain with words, with that mouth of yours? Morals! Is Chloe a friend of Ilya's? Chloe is... She's like my twin sister, I guess? I'm sorry, it's a rather long story. Sounds pretty complicated. I can't make empty promises, but I will do all that I can. The fact that your world and our world connected in some sort of magical way is actually a very dangerous situation. If we're going to do anything, we need to be careful. Any news on the reality marble? I'm working on it too. I'm so busy these... Wait. Something's approaching you at high speed. Flying creatures. Ah. I have a visual on a number of wyverns. Senpai. Jewel's still showing the same direction, so... Yes, understood. But I haven't eaten my dessert. Ruby, come back. We're transforming. Roger that. Steady.
どうして争うのでしょう。でも負けるわけには。1位はもらったとう。
I get a gold drop from that wyvern? Shit, I did. I was probably just a bear, right? Or a lion.
いきますね。見ているがよい。任せて。それ。
Even with the damage boost, the damage is so subpar. Although I'm using Medea Lily, what do I expect? A lot of lions. Lord Jason, intruders have broken through the wyvern's defenses and are now approaching. You don't have to report every little thing to me. I can see that myself. A lovely pink magical girl and a black magical girl who looks both sturdy and squishy. If you ask me, the former's more gorgeous than you and the latter's more endowed. A crushing loss on your part, for a match to be decided before it's even begun. Geez, that's not even funny. Lord Jason, please provide an accurate comparison of the enemies once again. Yes, I will. Yes, I will rephrase my analysis. The former's not as flowery, red callous, as you, and the latter's not as sexy, red crazy. Now what do you think? Oh my, Lord Jason, what embarrassing compliments you brazenly give me. But lying is no good. The pink one's not as physically developed as I am, and the black one's clad in colder, more impersonal colors. She just ignore me? So effortlessly. Whatever. In any event, I successfully got around your unreasonable demands. You always make things a deadly venture, even in casual conversation. Yes, I love peace, but I have no sympathy for intruders. I shall punish thieves. Sister Circe once said that you can ask them what their circumstances are after their punishment ends. She's totally right. Land of Dragons and Sea isn't as sweet and smart as, well, me. Everyone here is gentle, the people are happy, they all worship me. Or so it seems. But in actuality, there's a crazy queen who turns any bad kitties into piggies, no matter how small their crimes. That's the reality of this oceanic dictatorship, this Medea cycle land. Help me. Lord Jason, did you say something? Nothing important. I was just giving a speech. Anyway, it's a war. We're fighting a war, Medea. Seems the girls took the wyverns down without a hitch. In my great wisdom, I expected as much. What, so you weren't actually bringing out the big guns with those wyverns? Lord Jason, what on earth are you planning? What do you think the best weapon to defeat your enemy in battle is? It's not a powerful noble phantasm or a natural disaster. It's carelessness. It's being careless, Medea. A relaxed mentality is the poison that kills humans. I'll secretly make them realize that later. They'll be very proud of themselves after defeating those wyverns, and I'll be the one to break that pride. Of course, I will destroy them, ship and all. Remember, magical girls are as stubborn as they come. Just when you think you've defeated them, just when you breathe a sigh of relief, there they are the next day. Rise and shine, Lord Jason, they'll say. It's morning, they'll say. That's my waking nightmares. That's the horror I will inflict upon them. Understood. So I'll make them deader than dead. Got it. Come on, magical ship in a bottle. Release. But please forgive me. I didn't know how much to prepare for the ship. All I managed was 5 dozen dragon-toothed warriors and a ram bearing a curse that decays the enemy's keel. That's all I have on hand. My apologies. So you always carry all that around? How terrifying. I'm curious as to what your definition of a peace-loving heart is. Yes, I'm not good in battle, but I'll do my best. Alright everyone, charge! Okay, so you're not listening at all. That's awesome. My wife is the best of the best. What a weird relationship. Although I think we got a good glimpse of that in Okeanos. Yeah, I guess archers would be the best thing to bring here. Even with the attack bonus, she does such mediocre damage. I'd rather just bring someone who's going to have attack. Master, now there's a galley charging at us. What? There's more? They don't have any intention of talking at all. Even if we were the ones who trespassed into their territory first, they're still so aggressive. Just hang in there, you two. I powered up with a yummy lunch, so I'm fine. Come on, Ilya. Leaving it with 420 health. I was gonna say, come on, hit me at Alder a couple times. Oh, I guess no one's the boss rush. This is probably the kill. Oh, yeah. Alright, I can get one of the CEs from the shop now. Although I might just focus on getting, what is it? The Embers. You still alive, John? I know it's tough already, but now you've got a servant to deal with. We're winning, but they won't let up. They're closing in on us. Is it this kingdom's magical girl? She's a very cautious and well-prepared opponent. Yep, I can feel them getting closer. We have Nursery Stone to thank for that. Ah, that's them. That's... Greetings, visitors from another world. I am Medea. the magical girl of love and healing, Medical Medea. A pleasure to meet you. That outfit. Ruby, is she? Yup, it's a little different, but that formal yet naughty slit is definitely Castor. Castor, the mage servant, Ilya's first real opponent. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry about what happened. I'm Ilya. Ilyasfeel. Ilya, do you know her? Yes, but she may not know me. Oh, but who's that handsome doll? Are we acquaintances? Oh my. I wouldn't have been so rough if I'd known. I'm sorry. I don't dwell on the past, so even if we were friends, why don't we forget about it and focus on the present? It's easier to forget the bad things that happened in the past, right? Huh? Yes, let's forget about our battle just now. We can chalk it up to a mistake on both sides. She lowered her staff. Whatever the case, I'm glad the fight's over. I think we can resolve this by talking, like magical girls are supposed to. I'm not so sure. Talking? That's a wonderful idea. If you could take an opponent's life just through conversation, that's better than fighting. That's how you obtain that jewel, isn't it? That jewel covered in the blood of its former owner? Which kingdom's magical girl did you kill? I'm sure it was a very difficult fight. Would you tell me how you did it? I'd like to know. And just for reference, of course. That's not how it happened, Medea. I did end up battling a magical girl, but we didn't try to kill each other. Nursery gave this to me. I see. I understand. So you came from Nursery Rhyme's kingdom. And now you've come to take my jewel. How energetic and strong-minded you are. As a magical girl, you're not someone I can welcome, but as a queen, you're not someone I can ignore either. Am I right, Lord Jason? They say they're gathering jewels. I'd like to praise you for your bravery and recklessness. Everyone, would you come to my castle? Tell me of your travels on the way. It's been centuries since I've been able to talk to a magical girl. Yeah, this is getting weird. This castle belongs to me and Lord Jason. Please come inside. Psst, Lord Jason? Does she mean that doll? I think so. Can I ask you a question? Anything you like, as long as it's something I remember. Oh, but I already know what you're going to ask. You're thinking I might be Medea, the heroic spirit of the Princess of Colchis, correct? Well, you're wrong. It's true that I was born from Princess Medea, yes. What the fuck is going on with this hard drive? Why does it keep connecting and disconnecting? Fucking taking this thing out. It's true that I was born from Princess Medea, yes. But I'm not the servant you think I am. Even if she exists in your world, it's a different person. I was merely modeled after Princess Medea. I am but a young girl's fantasy. I act like Medea, I get sad like her, laugh like her, and I live happily in the tiny world I was given. The servant system is an active summoning system, but we are passive, and born from the unconscious. Our purpose was different from the start. A different purpose? You didn't come here because you were summoned. That's right, I was wished to be this way. And there is no final goal in this wish. There's only a sudden end. Even if we saved the world, we weren't able to end. Because as long as we were sought, the next story would soon begin. But that's all in the past now that I've found myself here. I see. I understand your situation. So unlike Ilya, you wandered here from a different world, did you, John? To find oneself in a strange land and not know what to do. That helpless feeling is something I know well. So I won't just turn you into a pig. To tell you the truth, that was my original intention when I invited you here. Oh, I knew it. I knew this castle reeked of ash. Probably has all the walls ready to scatter special caustic lime. Stuff that would turn you all into little piglets. As expected from a priestess of the Age of Gods, her magecraft is on a different level than ours. Ha! Ruby, you should have said that earlier. Oh, but if you're going to leave John be, then you could do the same for me. No, you're different. You're a magical girl. I'm very cruel to magical girls. What? But I don't want to be betrayed anymore. That girl won't betray me? I should trust your eyes? She's talking to Jason again. We can't hear him, though. Very well. This is what Lord Jason says. That magical girl isn't smart enough to lie. Her heart is as free of deceit as her chest is of breasts. Excuse me, but can I karate chop him? What? No, I'm the only one who could have my way with Lord Jason, so please don't. Anyway, Lord Jason is being gentlemanly for once. He's saying to call off the sneak attack and talk with you instead. Oh, that's what we were planning from the start, so we can talk all you want. No, I'm not interested in your problems. I don't care about other magical girls. What I'm going to offer you is a peaceful trade. This island and this castle remind me of Corinth. I simply want to continue my tranquil life here. Whatever you do outside this land, I promise I won't interfere. That's fine with me. Does everyone agree? Yep, of course. If we weren't just attacked out of nowhere like that, we wouldn't have... Right, Mash? But what about the Jewel's guidance? What do you mean by trade? I meant that, just as I won't interfere with your business, you won't interfere with mine. And no matter how much you want it, you can't have this jewel. I've named it the Tomoe Stone. This stone is what supports this oceanic kingdom and gives me my power. This world is big, but it's also tightly closed. There were once many more magical girls here. They all wanted a kingdom of their own, and so fought with and stole from each other. I was one of those girls. I am a healer, a medical magical girl. I barely have any means of attacking. The most I have is mental offense and divine punishment. Things like pig transformation, tiny world confinement, and so on. The battle was very difficult. I was a relatively weak magical girl after all. It's like hearing an amazing swimmer say, but I don't know how to fly. I'm not sure, but I think Jason is saying there's nobody as scary as you. Silence, you barbarians! You who specialize in destruction. Speaking of which, I want to try a Buster Noble Phantasm too. Excuse me, I'll get back on topic. The magical girls fought each other in pursuit of their own ideals for peace and order. It was a clash of values and worldviews. I tried to run from the fierce combat, but it was impossible. Each time an enemy came, I would just stab, and stab some more. Stab what now? Master, it's probably best to ignore that. Who knows when Rule Breaker might show up. Before long, this stone that appeared in my hand grew in weight and shone brighter each time I fought. I can tell. This stone is the catalyst that supports this fantasy. What of the area outside the kingdom's jurisdiction? You must be talking about the areas where the magical girl's influence doesn't reach. That's the neutral zone, a buffer zone born from the balance of power that all the fighting gave rise to. You cannot receive the blessings of your power there. Do you understand? This jewel is the only small hope I have left. Taking this from me would be equivalent to my death. So the only thing I can give you is a promise to leave you alone, Ilia. I won't try to steal your jewel. So please leave. With that jewel you can create whatever land you want. If you want something, use your stone to get it instead. If you want friends, make a land of friends. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. A place where everyone who visits becomes your friend. That isn't right. I don't want more friends. I want to be with the one I already have. We go to school together. We laugh together. Sometimes we fight and go our separate ways, but even then, before long our desire to see each other again becomes too great. I was able to meet someone like that, someone as important to me as myself. So I don't need anything else. Compared to you and your wish to just live in peace, I know it's a very greedy and selfish goal, but... I'm sorry. Please, I came here to save my friend. I'm not here to steal your jewel. I don't even really know what they do. You know a lot about this world. If you could just give us some clues. Way to get out. May seem cruel, Ilia, but you cannot leave this world now. Not only can you not save your friend, there's no exit for you either, as long as you're a magical girl. No, you won't even have the will to leave. That's how desperate this place is. In the end, you will always be a weak magic user, a weak magical girl. One who could only make miracles happen for the sake of her friends. So in the end, you will definitely come to rely on the power of that jewel. Just like we did, burning each other to ash as we clung to that tiny hope. In the end, I'm going to rely on this jewel? Give up on this Miyu, girl. If you want to know how to make friends, I'll happily teach you. That is the one thing I can do for Nursery Rhyme. The girl who gave you that jewel and disappeared. Wait, what is that? The jewels are where our wishes dwell. They are the last light that keeps us alive. When Nursery Rhyme let hers go, she quickly vanished into nothingness. Of course, there's no need for you to be sad. That was her choice. Even without waiting for her destruction, that greedy Mabe, queen of the land of snow and honey, would never ignore her. The land of sweets will fall to Mabe's forces sooner or later. Perhaps Nursery let you escape from Mabe's clutches. No. No, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry, Nursery. But I have to save Miyu no matter what. Oh dear, it was probably your stubbornness that drove Nursery to action. Or maybe she'd given up herself and was on the verge of disappearing. Even if she could not do it, she entrusted her hope to someone promising who still... Ah, jeez. It's so stupid. That's the problem with sugar-brained magical girls who come from fairy tales. Medea? What's this dangerous aura around her? Half-assed hope. How many times do you have to get betrayed before they're satisfied? Wake up, Lord Jason. Let me hear some of those nasty little comments you always make. She's finally shown her true self. Huh, this is great. The type of person Medea wants to see least in the world has come to visit her. Someone who keeps going even towards uncertainty. Someone who tries hard even if they don't know how. Someone who does their best no matter how battered and bruised they get. Someone who doesn't even think about compensation. Medea, just like you when you were in the temple before you joined me. That's why you're showing your true self. What you feel isn't anger born of hatred. It's righteous rage born of sorrow. Don't tell me that after this you're feeling sorry for yourself and wishing you tried a little harder. No, I wasn't. I didn't. I am the queen of the land of dragons and sea, a priestess of the goddess Hecate. You were never able to become king no matter what you did, so I built a kingdom for you and settled down. Yes, that's right. You couldn't even kill yourself, so that's what's right for you. Which means now you must follow your own fate. You can work hard, or work even harder. A magical girl is all about doing things all the way, right? Oh, that's right. I'll do it. I'll get to work. What the fuck is disconnecting now? Fucking computer. What the fuck is going on with this thing? Good answer. Let's see, to start with, the Spartoi family's Adventure on Siren Island diorama has a long ways to go. Right, Lord Jason. Plus, that 1/48th scale Argo kit and the Super Mobile DX Talos are still in their boxes. You're not going to call yourself Greece's greatest builder without completing those two, are you? Aren't you embarrassed? I'm sorry, Lord Jason, but I gave Talos to Europa. Maybe they used to be hardcore scale modelers? The god Nipper that Hephaestus forged for you is crying. Yes, Ultimate, you're right, Lord Jason. Alright, you're finally fired up. It's worth making you talk to those people, even if it was a pain. That non-aggression pact is useless now. We're dang lucky a jewel came to us before Mabe arrived. You lost the will to fight, so this is truly your last chance. All you can do is heal. Don't be stupid, ignoramuses. I think you're great. Right, my pretty little Medea? Show me once more how violent it is not to be able to die in battle. Right, thank you. I will. Looks like she couldn't handle her guilty conscience as a healing-type magical girl and pushed all her will to fight onto her familiar. common for magical girls in puberty to be dependent like that. I didn't want to know that. Medea looks like she really wants to fight. Oh, Mash, are you going to transform? Medea won't be an easy opponent. If we have to, we can use the ray shift to at least get Master out of here and... Doctor? Doctor? Doctor! Connection with Chaldea has been cut? Of course it has. Don't underestimate a modeler. When I use an airbrush, I always mask things up properly. I severed your link with the outside world the minute you arrived at this castle. I'm sure you've noticed, Master. But the castle is surrounded not just by humanoids, but by large creatures as well. Here we go again? Aren't magical girls supposed to become friends after they talk to each other? You're one to talk, aren't you? We'll have to fight them. John. That's right, I can't cause any more trouble for them. Right, I'll do what I can. I don't know if it's just me, but I really feel like this story is a real slog, you know? Like, something about it is just... it drags on and on. It just gets a little bit annoying after a while, you know? Maybe it's just me. But that is honestly how I feel about this fucking event. I mean, again, I do not mind a low difficulty event to grind. It's just the story in it is... Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Nurture Rhyme. And I'll cut here. I won't end the episode, but I'll rejoin you guys when I'm on the last fight. So, I'll see you guys. Alright, I'm back. This is the final one of these for Medea we'll have to do. And after this, we'll be able to move on to the next story section, which will be nice. Of course, I gotta get both the Buster cards now. Alright. Let's get all our buffs up. That should be good. I mean, I think even without having the Buster cards there, we should be able to finish her off in one turn. Yeah, well, we got it with the crit. That works too. Ah! Whew, I guess healing alone wasn't enough, but I already knew that. By the way, you hot magical girls over there, you feel like going for a ride on my Argo? Look out, Lord Jason! No! Even as words of concern spilled from your mouth, you specifically went for a headshot. Is that you telling me you haven't given in yet, my Medea? Maybe you still have another card up your sleeve? Of course, it's natural for magical girls to have 2 stages of transformation. I don't want to, but I have no choice but to unleash my forbidden power. To be specific, I will no longer be Lily. Hey, whoa, wait, let's slow down. If you're not going to be Lily, you're going to be that? It's that form that burned down the castle in Corinth. That's bad. That's really bad. It's too monstrous. We're having a magical girl party, so if a magical old hag appears, I'll be sued for false advertising. And believe me, you would be the one who gets hurt if that happened. I'm telling you this for your own good. I'd much rather become an indescribable pillar-like thing than have that happen. Oh! Quiet, Lord Jason. Medea is serious, Master. I wouldn't get hurt at all, and I won't be an old hag 10 years from now. I'm sure I'll be a lovely, elegant adult woman. Leave her be, she'll self-destruct. No, let's stop her, Senpai. If she becomes any sadder, the situation will get out of control. That's enough. The battle ends here. I just came here to save Miu, not destroy the entire kingdom. But a magical girl is supposed to fight. And besides, my modeler's soul has been ignited. I'll defeat you, make a mold of you, and mass-produce it for our country's new fall lineup. Please don't come up with a convoluted plan within minutes of our first encounter. Are you psycho? Oh, somebody finally said it. I don't understand this world, these jewels, or any of you. I hate this kind of stuff, and I don't need any jewels. I'll find another way. That's why, Medea, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight anymore. After all, we're both magical girls. Medea, I don't know why you created this land. But I at least understand that you have something you hold dear. Something you've been... something you've been fighting for. Ilya, that is very moving, but... Medea fights for no special reason. It's not for the sake of something she holds dear. Lord Jason? She created this land because she felt indebted to me, and she's been protecting the jewel out of fear of other magical girls. She made an excuse to live a quiet life because she believed that would keep her from becoming a menacing witch. I tell you, she's frivolous about everything. The only time she gets serious is when she's building models. I admit that, but it was you, Lord Jason, who commanded me to confine myself here. Well, of course. If you leave your own land, you'll become a witch. That's your fate. And if you become a witch, you turn into just another Echo. That's why I advised against going to other lands. Echo? But you don't need to worry anymore. Here, young lady. You want this, don't you? Take it. Are you sure? After all, without this, lots of things... Spare me the details. If we beat you, then I win. But if we lose, then Medea loses. Get it? I'm twisted that way. I wouldn't give that stone away to anyone who wants it. I will, however, push it into the hands of a noble fool who says they don't, whether they like it or not. That's okay with you, isn't it, Medea? Either way, we'd lose if we went to war against Mabe. Before that happens, it feels better to pass it all on to a fool who's a lot like you in the past. I don't mind, but are you sure about this, Lord Jason? I'm not happy, but I'm used to it. Fading away while indulging in past glories. But not becoming a witch is more important than that. Even if your dreams are dashed, it's better to pass on as a girl. Isn't that right, my Medea? And I think of this as my life coming to a close at one final stop in an unknown land before returning to my home. I understand. As it is Lord Jason's wish, I will give her the jewel. However, I won't tell you anything. If I talk, it'll only bring back sad memories. Like all of the girls I have slain, my fate will end here. Medea, you're going to disappear here too? Yes, but even without hope, I still have lingering attachments, so it will take a while. After all, I still have 287,000 plastic models to finish. At 3 models a day, it'll take me 250 years. Go, go, Medea. Alright then. I see. So Princess Medea's magecraft is what interfered with the transmissions. So what happened? Were you able to get any new information? Well, we got the jewel. Ilya obtained the second jewel, But that's all. Medea said we'd better investigate the basics of this world on our own. From what I'm hearing, it sounds like Princess Medea knows everything, but kept her silence. Was that a dig against Ilia, or was it out of thoughtfulness? Either way, I'm glad no one was hurt. Huh? Where's Ilia? I don't see her. Ilia said it was too windy here, so she went to the stern. Ruby's with her. Ruby. Yo-ho, you called? What's this? You seem down in the dumps, even after a major victory of a sort. That was no major victory. Medea wasn't going all out to begin with. She fought because she had to, because we muscled our way into her land. And in the end, I took that jewel away from her. I think you're looking at it the wrong way. Sometimes people have no use for something but can't throw it away because that would be a waste. I think that's what this jewel was to Medea. She's a very powerful magical girl, you know. Even without the jewel, she would have been able to create her own land. Yeah, but despite her power, Medea was glum and haunted by dark memories. She said I wouldn't be able to escape from this world, so long as I'm a magical girl. I wonder if that's true. Well, I can't say for sure either, but what will you do if it is? When you get Miyu back, want to create the land of squee squee hee hee love or something for the two of you? I'll be willing to cooperate. Hey, what are you talking about, Ruby? Sheesh. I wish Chloe were here at a time like this. This is a weird world. It's cute on the surface, but I think there's more to it. We have to hurry up and find the owner of the Reality Marble. If we do that, we should be able to find a clue as to Miyu's whereabouts. Alright, now I'm going to end off the episode here. So in the next one, we'll start investigating the next kingdom on our list, which should be the Land of Dead Bookshelves. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye!